just do it, because there's no risk. You know, you could invest 6 months of your life, and if it's not working, change it. But there literally is no risk with it. When you don't have a coach, it's quite a lonely place to be in business. As a business owner, you don't have any peers within the business, so you're expected to lead, and almost they will follow. So having a coach allows you to bounce ideas off someone as experienced or more experienced than yourself, someone who's not emotionally attached to it. Not having a coach, you know, would mean that everything's within me emotionally, within my head. So as soon as I got a coach, I can kind of spill all that out, and they can rationalize it in a calm way without that emotion, and that's really powerful. If we didn't have the coach that I've got now, I wouldn't be sat here. That 100% can say that. I've been pushed out of my comfort zone every time I've met John. He wants you to kind of, you know, leap outside it and live outside it for most of the time. I can categorically say we wouldn't be in this position if I wasn't working with ActionCOACH. Setting goals is a huge part of what we do. Every 2 weeks we have this kind of annual session where we spend half a day or a day together making like the annual goals for the next 12 months. They're based on kind of bigger visions for my life. They're broken down into quarterly goals, and then they're every kind of 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks I'm filling in a table basically with a personal goal and 3 business goals, and if you don't achieve them, he'll hold you accountable for it. That's what I love about, you know, having a mentor. If I go to that meeting and I'm not prepared, I get told off, and obviously I don't in the nice way, but it's uncomfortable. It makes you feel like you've let them down and you down. I think we started to see changes within about 3 months. We worked a lot on culture when John first came to it with me. I won the culture champion twice, I think in consecutive quarters. I see changes month on month now. There's this great thing, the compound effect, where, you know, the changes that you've been making over the past 18 months, they all add up, and there's tiny little changes, but you kind of add them all together and multiply it all up, and all of a sudden the changes become pretty significant. Turnover and profits have definitely increased year on year, well, pretty much every quarter while we've been working with John, and we've had probably, out of the 2 years that I've been working with him nearly, I think we've probably had at least half of those have been record-breaking quarters. It's allowed us to move premises, it's allowed us to plough money back into the business, to grow. We've bought more vans, we've got more equipment, so yeah, it's definitely helped. I would say 20 to 25% I think is what we've kind of increased in terms of turnover, and profits probably followed that as well. It was all about changing my mindset, all about that. It was, you know, but John's there to pick me up when I have my little wobbles, because there's always a bit of doubt that kind of comes in, that chimp sat on your shoulder saying, are you sure that's the right thing, or whatever, and a quick call to him will just sort that out. So yeah, changing mindset. I've always been a positive person, but not the bravest, and he definitely has helped me become stronger. It was interesting actually, because when I had my birthday party, I had a 40th birthday party recently, and I did a speech and all sorts of kind of stuff, and people were like, that is not the Lee that I know. You know, I wouldn't have been brave enough. People in the audience who'd known me for 40 years were just like, whoa, this is not the Lee that I know. So yeah, it's helped me in my personal life, and for me to be happy with who I am, as well as kind of then, you know, realise what I want to do in the business.